Welcome to our continuing series, Questions and Answers from the works of Sri Aurobindo and the Mother. Today's subject, Accidents, Part 1, from the Mother. Question: what are the causes of accidents? Are they due to a disequilibrium? Mother: if one answers deeply, outwardly there are many causes, but there is a deeper cause which is always there. I said the other day that if the nervous envelope is intact, accidents can be avoided. And even if there is an accident, it won't have any consequences. As soon as there is a scratch or a defect in the nervous envelope of the being, and according to the nature of this scratch, if one may say so, its place, its character, there will be an accident which will correspond to the diminution of resistance in the envelope. I believe almost everybody is psychologically aware of one thing, that accidents occur when one has a sort of uncomfortable feeling, when one is not fully conscious and self-possessed, when one feels uneasy. In any case, generally, people have a feeling that they are not fully themselves, not fully aware of what they are doing. If one were fully conscious, the consciousness wide awake, accidents would not occur. One would make just the right gesture, the necessary movement to avoid the accident. Hence, in an almost absolute way, it is a flagging of consciousness. Or quite possibly, it may be that the consciousness is fixed in a higher domain. For example, not to speak of spiritual things, a man who is busy solving a mental problem and is very concentrated upon his mental problem becomes inattentive to physical things. And if he happens to be in a street or in a crowd, his attention fixed upon his problem, he will not make the movement necessary to avoid the accident, and the accident will occur. It is the same for sports, for games. You can observe this easily. There is always a flagging of the consciousness when accidents occur, or a lack of attention, a little absent-mindedness. Suddenly one thinks of something else. The attention is drawn elsewhere. One is not fully conscious of what one is doing, and the accident happens. As I was telling you at the beginning, if for some reason or other, for example, lack of sleep, lack of rest, or an absorbing preoccupation, or all sorts of things which tire you, that is to say, when you are not above them, if the vital envelope is a little damaged, it does not function perfectly, and any current of force, whatever, which passes through is enough to produce an accident. In the final analysis, the accident comes always from that. It is what one may call inattentiveness or a slackening of consciousness. There are days when one feels quite, not exactly uneasy, but as though one were trying to catch something which escapes. One can't hold together. One is as though half diluted. These are the days of accidents. You must be attentive. Naturally, this is not to tell you to shut yourself up in your room and not to stir out when you feel like that. This is not what I mean. Rather, I mean that you must watch all the more attentively, be all the more on your guard, not allow precisely this inattentiveness, this slackening of consciousness to come in. I have told you first of all that all illness, without any exception, is the expression of a break in equilibrium. But there are many kinds of breaks in equilibrium. First, I am speaking only of the body. I am not speaking of the nervous illnesses of the vital or of mental illnesses. We shall see that later on. We are speaking only of this poor little body. And I say that all illnesses, all, whatever they may be, I would add even accidents, come from a break in equilibrium. That is, if all your organs, all the members and parts of your body are in harmony with one another, you are in perfect health. But if there is the slightest imbalance anywhere, immediately you get either just a little ill or quite ill, even very badly ill, or else an accident occurs. That always happens whenever there is an inner imbalance. But then, to the equilibrium of the body, you must add the equilibrium of the vital and the mind. For you to be able to do all kinds of things with immunity, without any accident happening to you, you must have a triple equilibrium: mental, vital, physical. And not only in each of the parts, but also in the three parts in their mutual relations. If you have done a little mathematics, you should have been taught how many combinations that makes, and what a difficult thing it means. There lies the key to the problem. For the combinations are innumerable, and consequently the causes of illness too are innumerable. The causes of accidents also are innumerable.